Guys, you got one life, yo. You have one life. I'm going to play this, and then I'm going to go into a talk, but... By far, one of my favorite quotes right there. People want to live a life like no one else is living. They want to be doing these crazy things, but they're waking up doing the same exact thing every day. How are you going to wake up doing the same thing you did yesterday and expect something to change? It doesn't make sense. That's literally insanity. Doing the same thing every single day, expecting a different result. So if you want to change, you got to change something with your life. And this is just real, bro. So many people want to live this crazy life. They want to do this, but they're doing the same thing everyone else is doing. How are you going to do the same thing everyone else is doing, but you want to live like that? You got to change, bro. You got to change, my guy. You got it in you. You just got to do it. I feel like most of y'all know what you need to do, but you just doing the same thing every day because it's easy. Yeah, it's easy doing the same thing every day. You don't have to think. If you want to change, you got to think about how you want to change, how you want to do this. You got to think in your mind, bro, and you have it in you. You have everything right here. You just got to tap in. Guys, I want to talk about this. I was feeling just inspired to talk to you guys, and I really want to use this platform for good. Like, we've always used it for good. We've always used it for positivity, but now more than ever, I feel like it's important with everything that's happening in the world, and it's like so many people are down, so many people are getting depressed. Like, this is the most depressing time of all times for a lot of people because of everything going on. But I just want to go on here and continue to use this for good. I'm just going to sit down. I don't know how long I'm going to talk for, but I just want to say, yo, you have one life. You have one life, and then it's over. You have one shot, and then it's done. You have one opportunity. This is it. This is your second chance right now. Like, wake up and realize that this is your second chance. Like, you have one life, and when it's over, it's over, and you don't know when it's over. You could get in a car crash today. You could live to be 100, or you could die today. You have to think of life like that because that's how it is, yo. You never know what's going to happen. That's one thing you cannot predict, is like what's going to happen. You can plan all you want. You can do all the right things. You can do all the right things in life. You can do everything, quote unquote, right by society's standards, and then get to the end of your life and realize, dang, I live for the approval of others. And it's like, you have to decide what you want in life. There's no right or wrong answer. It's what you want to do. You realize what you want to do, and once you realize that, life becomes very simple, and the decisions you make become very clear, and the conversations you have with people either become very meaningful or very, like, dead, because you are so clear on what you want. And for me, God is great. I put God first in everything I do. I trust him in everything I do, and that's what I put in. Everyone's saying it's lagging, but, yo, I'm just going to keep going live. Hopefully people can stay strong. Nothing bad happened to me, yo. I just feel like, just to go on here and talk about motivation, I don't feel like anything bad or drastic has to happen in my life. Everyone's saying what happened. Nothing happened specifically. And shout out to everyone in here. We're at 669 viewers. Legendary number. But I just wanted to come on here, and I'm going to continue to use this. I know some people like motivation, some people don't. But I'm going to continue to use this because I think that's why I've been given this platform. Like, it's to do awesome, funny videos, challenges and stuff. But at the end of the day, none of that means anything if, like, you don't really, like, change anyone's life. And, man, like, I just really want you guys to recognize, like, you have one. You have one, yo. You have one life, and then, boom, it's over. So do what you want, man. Don't care what people think, because in 100 years from now, no one's going to be here. No one that saw you do that embarrassing thing that you thought was going to be the end of the world, when you messed up and you thought your life was over, when everyone made fun of you when you were in school, when anything happened in the moment, it might feel like the end of the world, right? But it's not. It's never the end, yo. You just have to remember that in the hardest times, it will get better. And you are stronger than you think. Everything that you thought was going to end your life, or everything that you thought was going to be the end of the world, you made it through. And you're here today. And I try to tell the people I love that all the time. Because it's not always easy. You're not going to wake up every day feeling motivated. You're not going to wake up every day feeling 100%. But if you remember that you've made it through everything, you can push through the bad days and know that there's going to be good ones to come. So with that being said, what's it called? I wanted to say, talk about the quote I showed at the beginning of this live stream, which was, everyone wants to live a life like no one else is living. Like they want to do the craziest things. They want to do things that not the average person gets to do, but they're doing the thing the average person does. So it makes no sense to me how people wake up every day and they're doing the same thing everyone else is doing, but they expect different results. It's like, yo, if you want something, you got to change yourself, and it's the hardest thing to do. Change. Everyone wants the change to happen, but they don't want to go through the change. Like they want the result of the change, but they don't want to have to go through the process because change is hard. Your mind is hardwired to do the same thing every day. And there are pterodactyls in the background screaming if you hear that sound. But dang, there are literally pterodactyls over here. Look, I have ADHD if you couldn't tell. But dang, buzz, I'm trying to give a little talk out here. All right, I'm going in, but what's it called? What I was saying is like everyone wants the result of the change. So they want whatever comes with the change, but they don't want to have to go through it because your brain is literally hardwired to want to do the same thing every day. Your brain is hardwired to try and make it easy as possible for you to get through your day, and your brain is built on routine. And routine is not a bad thing by any means. Routine is honestly a good thing. It gets you structured, it gets you productive, it gets things done. But routine in every single thing you do is not good because that's how the days in your life move very quickly. And everything becomes clustered together in one. And then by the time you know it, boom, you're 65. And sure, you got money in the bank. Sure, you have things. Sure, you have a nice house. But you just wasted the first 65 years of your life working so you could get to 65, and the average person dies at 73. So really, you worked your entire life so you could live 8 years while you're old, bro? Live life right now, bro. Like, live and mess up. Like, lose all your money, make it back. Like, money comes and goes, and like, for real, bro, I'm just gonna keep on using this platform. I do not know how we're staying at 690 viewers this entire time. Like, literally, it's 690. But I just want to say, yeah, man, like, mess up, make mistakes. And this is another thing I talk about all the time, too. I wanna keep talking about things like this every day, and maybe do more structured things where I talk about one topic instead of going back and forth and being like all ADHD, because I have ADHD. And maybe focus on one topic. But for this first live stream, just by myself, I wanted to say a bunch of random stuff that I had on my mind. And one of the biggest things I think that determines someone who is great and someone who is just ordinary, and by no means is that bad if you want to work a 9 to 5 for the rest of your life and you like that stability. No, do that. You can do that. If that's what you want, then do that. You just got to know what you want. But the difference maker between people who do insane, incredible things and not is decisiveness. Because if you're decisive, you are going to make a lot of mistakes. You decide something and you're going to mess up, but you learn a lot. You learn a lot and you take a lot of L's, but you use those L's. And like I said, 2 L's make a W. So every 2 L's you make, that's a dub, and you just keep pushing. But people who are indecisive and they're like, man, one day I want to start that. Man, I wish I would have done that. Boom, wake up when they're 65 years old, look back, and they didn't do anything that they wanted to do, and they regret their entire lives. And I think that's going to be a lot of people in the world. They get to the end of their lives and they're like, man, I lived a life that everyone else told me to live because everyone else did it. For what though? For what? Bro, for what? I'm being 100% serious to you. For what, man? Like, for what? Why would you do something just because someone else says to do it? You're the only one that has to wake up with yourself every single day. Not your mom, not your dad, not your brother, not your sister. And you can love them. Love your family, love your best friends and all that. But you have to wake up with yourself every single day for the rest of your life. So just recognize that. So work on yourself, grow yourself. And once you're good with yourself, then you start loving more. You start being happier. You start helping more. And that's when it's good, bro. Because like once you're good with yourself and you're confident, anyone else can say anything. They can shoot bullets, not real bullets, because those would actually like kill you, but like quote unquote bullets. They can say anything they want and it won't affect you, because deep down you know who you are as a person and you know your intentions. But when you're not secure with yourself, when you're not confident in who you are, when you're not doing what you know that you want to be doing, that's when things get to you, because people say something and it hurts you because it's true what they say, because they know you could be doing better. They know that you're not doing what you want to do. So keep people who are real with you, who are going to tell you, who are going to motivate you, who are going to just be raw and real with you and tell you when you're not doing good. Push you when they know you can do better, and not just be a yes man, not just be yes to everything. No. Not everything's going to be like that. Things get hard, things get tough, and you got to have people in your circle that surround you and know when to call you out, but also know when to celebrate. You got to pay attention to the people around you. When something good happens for you, pay attention how they react, yo. Because if they're not like celebrating, if they're like kind of wishy-washy, it's not real, bro. Because if someone in my life has something amazing happen to them, I am honestly more excited for them than they might even be for themselves, or if it even happened to me. Because I'm at this point in my life where I've done some insane things and accomplished some incredible goals, and I'm not trying to brag. I'm not trying to brag at all. But like, I really love seeing the people around me win, and I mean that, bro. Like when my brother, like when he drops a song, I want to support him fully. Like when my dad is starting a new business thing, I want to support him fully. I love seeing that. When my mom, like whatever it may be, when Morgan wants to start rapping, when she wants to do this, I love seeing that. When Rohan is starting his new football thing, I love seeing people happy, and that's where I'm at right now. And I just want to say this to you guys, because I feel like y'all are my family, and it would be wrong. I don't regret things in life. Everything is a learning lesson, but at the end of my life, I would be like, wow, I could have said more. I could have done more. And for you guys that have poured years of your life into watching us, I feel like this is the least I can do to say, yo, like, I want to say this to you guys so that you don't waste your entire lives. Like, I feel like it would be wrong of me not to say this, not to motivate you guys, because that's like knowing you can do something for someone that you love and not doing it. Why would you do that? Just do it, yo. So I'm hopping on here. I'm using this every day. And there's going to be some people that are like, what the heck is this motivation stuff, bro? Just do the other stuff. That doesn't mean the pranks and all that. We're still doing that. But this is another aspect of life that I want to share. And I'm not going to think too much in life. I'm going and being decisive with my decisions. And I'm going to mess up. I know that. I'm going to mess up a lot. But every time I mess up, I'm going to acknowledge that, be humble about it, move forward, and try to learn. And I'll probably make the same mistake multiple times. I don't even know what it is. I know I'll make mistakes. As long as you recognize that, acknowledge that, and then move forward, that's all you can do. All you can do in life is put effort in and try. You're never going to be perfect. God is the only one. Jesus is the only one that was ever perfect. I firmly believe that. And yeah, I love life, and I love seeing the people around me win, and that's where I'm at, man. All right, guys, you have a blessed day. If you want to see this more, let me know. I love you guys, man. You guys changed my life. And I think about that a lot. I really have no idea where I'd be if it wasn't for YouTube. I would be in school. I don't know what I would be doing. But yeah, man, you got one. So you got one life. Like I said, you got one life. At the end of your life, when you look back, do you want to regret everything you did and be like, man, I wish I could have done more? Or do you want to sit there and be like, yo, I gave everything I had. And yeah, I fell down, but I got back up every time. That's what you want to say. That's what I want to say at the end of my life. And everyone's different. There's no right or wrong answer. The answer for you is yours and yours only. And we may share some common stuff, some common goals and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's you. You got to recognize what you want. You got to recognize where you want to go, and then go do it, man. Don't sit there and just think about it. Don't sit there and think and waste your entire life just wishing. Do it, man. You got one. Love you guys.